Hey guys, here we are once again at Larry's backyard garage, taking a look at the 1949 Mercury, the Black Dahlia. Been working on it a little bit here, ain't getting too much done, but been pretty hot and rainy out here, so I'll do what I can anyways. Got the hood off, started taking all the heater stuff off, the vent tube stuff I don't need. Got the hood in the backyard. Started doing body work on that. Got the trunk lid off. Doing body work on that. Done fixed that spot there. That was the filler door, should have been there. I don't have the filler door, so I just went ahead and welded metal in there. We're going to delete that. See the gas tank fillers right here. Well, we're not going to be using that, so we don't need it. Got this lower quarter panel that I took off because I bought 2 new quarter panels for it. Got the tail lights out, rear pan off. See that rocker panel hanging down there? I actually bought 2 new rocker panels for it. I have those in the garage. That lower quarter panel right there, they bolt on. I bought two new ones of those. They haven't came yet, so I'll be replacing those. And you can see the junk I took off the firewall, the heater, the vent tubes, the horns. Ain't gonna be needing any of that. We will go into the back. I'll show you what I've been up to. Now here we have the trunk lid. I gotta put that right there used to be a big piece of chrome, which was the latch to open the trunk. I shaved that, welded that up. This bottom down here was all rusted out. I just put all this new metal in. I still got a little more welding to do on that. This primer spot, that used to be solid surface rust, real heavy surface rust, and I cleaned that up with muriatic acid, and then I used phosphoric acid to treat that metal, and then I primered it, got rid of that rust. Over here we have the hood. And this hood was rusted out up in here, so I cut that out and I welded new metal in, and went a little further. I went ahead and rounded these edges to give it a custom look, because normally they come out straight. And I curved them and put a little style into it. Treated all this metal with acid, a little bit of muriatic acid to get rid of the rust, because there was some really heavy rust right here and right here. Then I treated it with the phosphoric acid, and it turns it all gray, and I did that on the underside too. I do have a little rust damage I got to fix right there. Got a little crack right there. That's basically it though. And over here you can see quarter panel that I took off there. You can see just how rusty that thing is. It's dented up and rusty and beat up. So I decided to just go ahead and buy some new ones. And you can see that rusty strip of metal right there full of holes. That was the both of those pieces there I cut off the trunk lid. They were the lower pieces for that. Those two pieces actually went right here. Actually, I cut part of it out, and then I decided to just go up a little higher to where I have better metal to weld to. And let me see here in my little junk pile. You can see that was the front of the hood right there, full of holes. And that too. So that's what I cut off the front of the hood. So anyways, we're at the point where we're just about ready to put some filler on there and smooth it out. But you can see how nice it looks with those rounded edges, and we got good solid metal. So should be looking good for long. Now I realize that this car needs a whole lot more work than that, and you know, I'm going to be out here for a long time working, but you got to start somewhere, guys. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just working on what I can. I brought these pieces into the backyard so I can work on them, and started right here where you see that light rust. I started using acid on that to clean that rust off, then I stopped, but that's what I did a little bit on this door too. That's a time-consuming process, so I'm going to get back to that. And this spot right here that you see in brown primer, I took that all the way down to bare metal. It was just as rusty as that or that. And I just used a towel soaked in muriatic acid, and I just kept wetting it. And it, over time, it evaporates the rust. Then you rinse it with water, and then it'll start turning yellow. Kind of like that back there. So you take some phosphoric acid, or a product called Osfo, and you just wipe that on there and it turns it gray again. And once that's dry, then you can prime it, do your bodywork, whatever. And that's basically how I'm going to strip this whole car down as far as the rust goes. I mean, it's going to be some work, but I don't have a sandblaster. I know a guy a couple towns over that does sandblasting, and he charges about $1,000 a car, and it's like, nah, I don't have $1,000 to put into that. I got $1,000 to put into this car, but not just for sandblasting. So here at Larry's Backyard Garage, we do things the hard way, and we do it ourselves. So anyways, that's where I'm at. Just want to let you guys know that, hey, I am working on this car, and we'll get there sooner or later, but you got to start somewhere. So hey, all right, for now, take it easy. Talk to you later.